1,000 Words podcast. Join us as we discuss the antics of pro athletes, sports politics, and everything in between. No sport nor athlete is off limits. Now, get you a pitcher of wine and enjoy the show. Here are your hosts, Lene and Linnell Fletcher, aka the Fletcher Twins. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words podcast. It's your girl, Nelly Nell.
And this your girl, Nay. What it do, boo?
Okay. We have a lot to discuss today. Anyway, so let's just get right into it. What you sipping on? I got Moscato. It's almost done.
Me too. I got Moscato. Mine is pretty done.
Okay, and how was your weekend? Did you have? Oh, wait, you went to Palm Beach.
Yeah. For the 3-day weekend. Well, actually, I didn't even have a 3-day weekend. But anyway, we went to Palm Beach. We had a crab boil on Sunday because we always celebrate the Sunday so we can rest on Monday and do nothing, even though I still had to work. So, yeah, we had a crab boil. I love crabs. I love it every once in a while. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I think I like more than the crab. I like the sausages and potatoes that are like mixed in the sauce. I like that better. But yeah, you're right. Monday I did absolutely nothing but binge watch this amazing, riveting show, Inventing Anna. So everybody needs to go watch it. It's amazing. And the fact that it's true and it happened here in New York a few years ago is just crazy. Anyway, but yeah, so Saturday I went, of course I did the traditional brunch with the girls, and then we went out for dinner. And then we went out to a club afterwards. And for the first time ever, I think I texted you this, Nate. I literally fell asleep in the club. Like eyes closed asleep. Didn't I text you this?
Oh my God. No, you did not.
Oh, I thought I texted you. No, and it was because of the music. Like the previous weekend, we stayed out till like 4 a.m. I didn't want to leave because the music was lit. But this time we went to this place and it was only playing like, was it Spanish or EDM, something. But when we went to Lavo the weekend before, it was a mix of hip hop and EDM. So you get the best of both worlds. This time it was just straight, and I was good for like the first 2 hours. But then I sat down because we took over somebody else's booth. And I sat down and I was struggling and my eyes was closed and I was leaning. And then after like 30 minutes, Alex saw me and was like, okay, let's go because you falling asleep. And I'm like, okay, bye. Like, I can't do it. I need music to keep me up. I need to go to where it's hip hop and R&B, something. At least give me music with words. I need words. Anyway, that was the first time ever I fell asleep. That's so funny to me. So Sunday they were planning on going out, but I told them no, I wasn't going to do it. But they ended up not going out anyway. So that was my weekend. Yeah. So next time, just know, you got to know the audience. You got to know. But we looked good. All of us look real good. So yeah, let's just get to our weekly sports update. Bubba Wallace, the NASCAR driver, has a docuseries coming out on Netflix this week, February 22nd. Wait, that's today. February 22nd. So I guess that's going to be the next thing I watch. And today is 2/22/22. Okay. It's one of those dates that would never happen again, but also a date that you can read backwards and forwards, and it's the same thing. And also they said something about this date. Yes, just take out the zeros and you can do it. It's 2/22/22. You have to do it is because I wrote it down. And it's also one of the dates of supposedly manifestation and energy. It's like you gotta manifest good energy all around you and stuff like that. So I've been doing that and I did really good today. Me and my friend had like a grown-up adult conversation because I thought I offended her by something I said, but it was all a misunderstanding. But it was very adult of us to talk about how both of us felt. See, I can apologize if I offend people. That's what I do now. Anyway, so yeah, for we got like 4 more hours, or is it 6 more hours until the day is over. So congrats. I mean, not congrats, but kudos to the 2/22/22. But yes,
For Danae ballet class today, they had to wear their favorite tutu.
Nice. Aaron Rodgers, I think I was supposed to report this last week, but Aaron Rodgers won the 2021 MVP for the NFL. Van Jefferson, well deserved. Van Jefferson, who had his baby right after they won the Super Bowl, ended up naming his child Champ. So his son is named Champ. That's actually pretty clever. Brian Flores, who is suing the NFL, was hired as the Pittsburgh Steelers senior defense assistant. So he got a job, y'all. I didn't think it was gonna happen, but he got a job. The Chicago Bulls signed Tristan Thompson. Stupid. The LA Rams had their championship parade, and we'll get to that later. The Winter Olympics is over, and we didn't do good, y'all. We didn't do good. So Norway walked away in first place with 37 medals, followed by Russia with 32. Germany had 27, Canada had 26, and the US had 25. Y'all let Canada beat y'all? No, I don't like that. The winner of the All-Star game, as you know, this past weekend was the All-Star game, or All-Star weekend, which is like the best weekend in the NBA. LeBron team won again. So he's now 5-0 in the new format where two players pick a team. He's 5-0. He beat KD's team. And the reason why KD wasn't there, not only was he hurt, but because his grandmother passed away. So condolences to KD and his family. So since we are talking about the All-Star, let's just roll right into the All-Star events. What did you think about the dunk contest? I didn't see Saturday Night Live. I had to watch it on Sunday, but I saw all of the All-Star game. Dunk contest, people are not liking this contest anymore. It used to be like the main event and the main attractors, but the commentators gave the contest a 6 out of 10 this year. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I only caught the dunk contest, which is crazy because I totally forgot it was on. But yeah, no, for years it's been bad, and I don't know what happened. I guess these people are not creative. Like, I'm seeing the same dunks over and over, but not only that, it's the same dunks.
You just
I mean, like, it's sorry. But I meant to say it's not creative. Now I can see if you try to do like one of those hard dunks, like Vince Carter or Michael Jordan. Okay, I'll see that again. But literally every year we see somebody jumping over somebody, which they always put their hand on the shoulder and push them down anyway. You see somebody throwing up the ball to the person and they try to alley-oop it. You see somebody throwing the ball up themselves, like off the backboard. Like, it's literally the same dunks over and over. And they're not even good dunks.
Yeah, no creativity and no superstars be in it. Like, so people don't even be knowing half of the people in it. But I will say I seen the guy who dunked in Tim's. That is hard to dunk in Tim's because Tim's are not basketball shoes. So yeah. So the skills.
Sorry, because they always leave dunk contest for last because it's supposed to be like the most exciting. I think they should move the 3-point shootout to the last one.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about. We gonna get into that later.
Okay, sorry.
So the skills competition, I actually like this one, but I think it was like a new format this year too, because it's like they let each team go one by one, or maybe it started last year, but I actually enjoyed this one. And Team Cleveland won, which was good because they were in Cleveland. I enjoyed this one. And I think it was like Team Milwaukee, Team Cleveland, and Team somebody else. So a superstar did play in that one, Giannis, but his team still lost. But yeah, the 3-point shootout, Karl Anthony Towns won. That's the one who go with Jordan Woods. He's the only center in NBA history to win a 3-point contest, which was amazing.
I believe it.
So my question to you already alluded to it, but has this become the event to watch at All-Star Weekend instead of the dunk contest? And should they move this to the third event?
Yes, they should. And that is, I get more excited for the 3-point contest than the dunk contest anyway, because I always know it's going to be disappointing. Because after you miss the first 2 dunks, it's like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
But no, the 3-point shootout is very exciting, and I think they should move it. Maybe we should start a petition.
Maybe we should. So the actual All-Star game, which was on Sunday, was amazing. because Curry is amazing. Curry, they kept feeding Curry the ball because he kept shooting it from anywhere. You know, Curry can make it from anywhere, and he wanted to beat the record. We even heard him mic'd up saying, "What's the record for the points in the All-Star game?" And everybody was like 52. So they kept feeding him the ball, but he only ended up getting 50 points. But I was mad because the last 3 times we went down the court because the score to win was 163, right? So each time we would go down to our side, everybody would feed it to him because he only needed 2 more points, right? He only needed 2 more points, and possibly that would have had us win it. But he missed like his last 3-pointers. And then LeBron was like, man, like, I'm gonna just finish it off. And he hit the game winner, which was amazing. And that was the shot of the game. But yeah, they tried to give Curry, they gave him the ball at least 3 or 4 times, and he missed like his last 3-pointers. And then I guess LeBron was like, man, let's just finish this game up, because it was 160 to 161. So the next score won. So he was like, I'm gonna just do what I gotta do. So congrats to LeBron. Okay, this story I heard and I saw the video. I don't know if you saw the video. At the Rams celebratory parade, a camera lady fell off stage in front of quarterback Matt Stafford. He looked at her in a shocked face and then just turned around like it didn't happen, right? And his wife went and looked after her, and she ended up fracturing her spine. You have to see the video, Nate. I have to show you. And Twitter, of course, went wild. So here's some tweets. Somebody put, I don't know what's more concerning, the way Stafford just turned around immediately without even looking to check if she was okay, or that every guy in the comments is like, well, bro didn't push her. It's not his problem. And then somebody else wrote, pathetic move by Stafford, but is anyone really surprised? So what are your thoughts on this? And supposedly he is paying for her medical bills. Should he issue an apology? That's all the bad press. Should he issue an apology, and should we blame it on the alcohol? Because he was drunk by that point.
So wait, did you say his wife ended up helping the lady?
Going to check on her. If you see the video, his reaction shouldn't have been his reaction. He should have tried to do something. It's bad. I'm gonna have to send it to you. It's not a good look for Matthew Stafford at all. That's why I think he's gonna pay her medical bills, because of all the bad karma or bad press that came after this.
Yeah, that's bad.
It was not good. I mean, yeah, he didn't push her. No, it's not his fault. But if you see an old lady fall or whatever, anybody, you just walking down the street, you're going to go help her. You're just not going to look at her and walk the other way and blame it on the alcohol. Don't be blaming it on the alcohol. Alcohol does not have side effects of you not helping somebody in need, okay? If anything, alcohol will make you help that person.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. I can't imagine. If I was his wife, I would have cussed him out, slapped him, and probably pushed him down.
Oh my goodness. He was drunk having fun. But yeah, at least she gonna get her bills paid. That's all that matters. But she said fracture her spine. Anything dealing with the spine gets me scared, because that's like you can't walk anymore. But hopefully it's just a fracture. So I remember I fractured my tailbone and I couldn't walk straight for a minute.
When Janae made you fall at the ice skating place?
That was the worst pain I've ever been in. Like the worst pain. She pulled me down and I landed right on my back.
Sorry.
I was very upset. Anyway, the next story. This next story makes me upset, and the third one after this. But a Russian skater was cleared to play despite having a positive drug test in the Winter Olympics. So she failed a pregame drug test and was suspended at the time. But then they reviewed her case right before the Olympics and said she doesn't need to be suspended ahead of a full investigation. So we all know back when Sha'Carri Richardson smoked a little weed, and she couldn't play at all or couldn't run at all for the Olympics, for the Summer Olympics. And so she, of course, let out a statement. She was like, the only difference I see is that I'm a Black young lady. My mother died and I can't run. And I was also favored to place top 3 because supposedly this girl, Velveeta, she tested positive. She tested positive for a banned drug that can improve your endurance in athletes, and she was favored to win gold, right? So Sha'Carri's like, I tested positive for weed, which doesn't enhance anything. If anything, it slows you down. And she said she was favored to place in the top 3. First of all, Sha'Carri, the way them girls beat you at that Peloton Classic later on, the Peloton Classic, you weren't gonna be in nobody's top 3 at the Olympics, ma'am.
Not now.
They beat you at the Philanthropic Classics, and you talking about you was gonna be in the top 3. No, ma'am. But anyway, Velveeta Cheese did not make it to the podium. And she broke down crying after her events, and she did not even speak to the press afterwards. So she didn't even win a medal. Do you think that was karma? Because when I watched The View and they was talking about her, supposedly one of her excuses was her granddad was taking meds with that stuff in it, and he must have put his meds in a drink, and she must have sipped the drink. That's what I heard through the grapevine. That's what I heard.
This is so dumb. Like, I don't know why people can't just admit what they do. Like, you bold enough to do it. Like criminals, you bold enough to kill this person. You know the consequences of killing somebody. Now you got to go to jail. Just admit it. Don't do something and then don't throw rocks and stones and then hide your hands. You did it, ma'am. Velveeta, you took that shit.
And they talking about because she was only 15 years old. That's another reason they used in their little excuse to let her skate. Well, I'm happy they let her skate and she didn't even play. So that's good for her. Next time she know.
I watched, I think Jordan was watching a basketball game or soccer game, and right after it, the Winter Olympics came on, and it was speed skating. Ice skating, but speed skating. And so many people fall doing that, and like, just it's terrible.
That's the girl we highlighted last week. What she did her individual thing, the speed skating. The girl that was her event, or one of them was speed skating. But yeah, if it's a bunch of them, yeah, especially like when they be doing them long 30 times around the track thing, and everybody be bunched up. Of course, somebody gonna fall. Like, get away from me. I don't like that. Anyway, let's get to our main story, because supposedly there's 2 sides to every story, but I don't believe Juwan Howard's side, and I hope I'm saying his name right, because this is stupid. I sent you this video, right? You saw this. All right.
I see.
Everybody by now have seen this video. Michigan basketball coach Juwan Howard hit Wisconsin men's basketball assistant coach after a loss. Why, you say? Why? He was mad over timeout usage, right? So Wisconsin called 2 times out in the last minute, including one with 15 seconds left when they were already winning by 15. And of course, Wisconsin went on to win. So after the game, Howard was like, I didn't like the timeouts they called, and I'm being totally honest with you. I thought it was not necessary at that moment, especially it being a large lead. I thought it wasn't fair to our guys, and so that's what happened. And then he goes on to say, someone touched me, and I think it was very uncalled for them to touch me as we were verbalizing and communicating with one another. That's what escalated it. The other coach said, we only had 4 seconds to get the ball over half court. I didn't want to put my backups in. I had all my bench players in the game. I didn't want to put them in a position of scrambling with only 4 seconds. So I took a timeout and got us a new 10 seconds, and it helped them get organized and get the ball in, right? So this wasn't the first time Howard got into it with an opposing coach. In 2019, Howard got ejected after getting into a shouting match with Maryland's coach, Mark Turkin. Then he started walking towards Mark, and he needed to be held back, okay? So this isn't new to this man. This ain't new to him. So he's been suspended for 5 games, which is the remainder of the season. So what are your thoughts on this? I don't believe anybody touched Howard. But it's possible that somebody touched him, and that was probably on your own camp.
First of all, somebody did touch him from the other side, but it was...
I didn't see it.
So they went by shaking hands or whatever, and then I think this short coach from the other team came. I don't even know if they shook hands, because then they start immediately verbally talking back and forth, and that guy like grabbed his arm or touched his arm, but it was fine after. I mean, like nothing happened. He didn't hit. That's not the guy he hit. But he did get aggressive when the guy hit his, like, touched his arm. He did, like, that's what started it. But then I don't know why he hit the other guy, because the other guy did not touch him. Like, you hit the wrong person, sir. That's not who touched you.
Oh,
and like, what kind of example is that to show your team?
Exactly. You supposed to lead by example. I don't understand why he acting like this, because then when the players get into it, they're gonna be like, Coach did it. Why can't I? Coach did it. In any way, that's not even the issue. If they got 3 more timeouts, they can use them timeouts however they want. Those are the rules. Just like when Bill Belichick still had his starters in when they would be up by 71.
Yeah.
So, I don't get why you mad that I use my timeouts just because your team's sorry and sucks and losing by 15. That ain't got nothing to do with me. If I got timeouts, I'm gonna use my timeouts. Okay.
I wouldn't rehire him. I think he used to play basketball too.
Miami Heat.
He looked very familiar. But no, I wouldn't hire him. It got to be something in their contract that say it won't get renewed if something like that happened.
And this is second strike. Hopefully it's 3 strikes you up, because he got a temper. Like, I can't believe he did that in front of, like, what you guys, you need to learn how to control your emotions. Okay. Like Charlamagne, the guy, always say, don't make permanent decisions based off temporary feelings or temporary emotions. Because this could have got this man fired permanently. And who gonna want to hire him after this? He's lucky he only got suspended. Like, stop acting like that. That was completely uncalled for. And it's still Black History Month, people. Can we not show our behind in February? All we ask is for 1 month of the year to not act a fool. Okay. Can we be on our best behavior for the month of February? That's all I'm asking. Oh my goodness.
Only got 28 days anyway.
Exactly. We only asked for 28 days out of 365. We need you to act accordingly for 28 days. Where's the calendar? He need to be the face of February, because I'm done. I can't believe he slapped this man just because he had the right to use some timeouts and he used the timeout. That doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. And I hope he apologized, but even if he do, he ain't gonna mean it. Them Miami Heat boys...
Oh, I would be scared to get him angry if I was his wife. Because
that was gonna be another question I asked you, since you mentioned what you would have did if you were Matt Stafford's wife. What would you do if you was his wife?
I would be so embarrassed. I wouldn't talk to him for days, because that is unacceptable behavior from a grown man.
And then let's say he got kids, how you gonna explain it to your kids? You gonna say daddy lost his temper and I shouldn't have did that? And then so the next time your kid punched your wife in the face, he gonna be like, oh, I just lost my temper. Mama yelled at me and I lost my temper. You did it. Why can't I? It's just unbelievable. And I think he should be fired. And that's sad because it's Black History Month, but he should have been fired for that. I'm sorry. It's just unbelievable for you to do that, because it's not like he broke a rule or something. He was using the timeouts that he had. I used to hate when Bill Belichick would keep y'all starters in, but it's not against the rules to bench the starters. It's not against the rules to not use all your timeouts or use all your timeouts. Like, come on, guy, grow up.
Bill Belichick just be sticking it to him. He do it for spite.
Definitely spite. Jeez Louise. But anyway, so yeah, hopefully, well, he got suspended for the rest of the year, so we won't be seeing him. And hopefully he lets out an apology. I doubt it'd be sincere, even if he do let it out, but whatever. Time for our highlight of the week. And it goes to the USWNT and the US soccer team, which is United States Women's National Soccer Team. Their players in U.S. soccer have agreed to settle the equal pay lawsuit with players to set to receive $24 million in compensation. The federation will also equalize pay for the men's and women's national team moving forward. And this has been a 6-year legal fight to get equal pay for the U.S. team. Because also our U.S. women's team is way better than the men's team, but the men's team was making way more money. The women's team is way better. So kudos to them, because it's been a fight. You got to fight for every penny out here, because if you don't ask for it, they ain't going to give it to you.
And it's a shame that we can do the same exact jobs, but get paid significantly less.
It is. And it's not fair. It's just crazy. And we can also be better. They were better. I don't know. We're going to have to start supporting these women's sports, you guys. We're going to have to start supporting them, because they're going to be like, no, y'all don't support them, but y'all want them to pay. Y'all want them to have equal pay.
I don't know if I could support WNBA.
You still on that? You still can't do it.
I can't do
it. Well, hopefully somebody can. But I know some of the coaches, one of a popular WNBA player, I want to say her name started with a C. One of the coaches, which is a woman coach, she got a new contract, and and a WNBA player was venting about how she made more than the player, and she was like, "We playing how the coach made more than me," but whatever.
The coaches make more than players. Do you think Bill Belichick don't make more than the players?
He don't make more than Tom Brady. She was
a lot of coaches
player.
make more than they players.
Not the superstar. She
not
was
the superstar.
I think she's like the biggest person on the team. But yeah, the coach was making more than her. But it still wasn't a lot. I think the coach only made like $1 to $4 million a year.
That's not a lot.
Not compared to what Bill Belichick making, no, or Greg Popovich. They make $4 million a game. No, it's not a lot. Anyway, that is our show for this week. Remember, good energy, 22222. Good energy, bring good energy into your life, manifest all that good stuff. And we will talk to you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hey, y'all. Thanks for tuning into this week's episode of A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words with yours truly, the Fletcher Twins. Make sure you join us every week and rate, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit up our email at podcast.1000words@gmail.com with any questions or topics you'd like to hear us cover. Also, check us out on IG at the Fletcher Twins and Facebook at A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words.